All right, guys, we got one here, and it's called Unpopular Opinion. Now, let's see what she has to say, because I can damn near guarantee you it will be unpopular. Let's check it out.
Let me tell you, one of the best things that I did for my marriage was get a divorce, because that separation literally forced me to look at the active problems that were going on in our relationship, instead of it being overshadowed by the responsibilities of our home, the responsibilities of our careers, the responsibilities of entrepreneurship, the responsibilities of our children. There were things that we needed to work on, but when you're actively in a problem, you cannot see the solution to that.
Nigga, please.
Because you're moving about your day in this routine matter. This girl here is smoking an extremely amount of sherm sticks. Okay, let me just say that now. She mentioned children. She mentioned all these other things, okay, in their marriage. And that's the reason why you should stay in your marriage. She's basically giving you a excuse, easy get out of jail free card is what it looks like to me, guys. It's called unpopular opinion for a reason. She definitely did not. She definitely put the right proper title on this. She ran with that. Okay, that's the only thing I can agree with right now. Let's continue.
So some people may look at, well, you're going to divorce your husband even though y'all still kind of together, so on and so forth. Let me just clear one thing. I've always said that I was going to spin the block for that man. He's not the problem. It's the problems that we had within ourselves.
Yeah, he's not the problem. I can definitely see the problem is you. Okay, you're definitely a big part of it. All right, there's no pulling punches in this video, guys. She is definitely a huge problem in this. Just the way her mindset is. All right, just the way her mind thinks. I think she somehow got this man to agree to this, and it's very, very subpar. Okay, I'm seeing other things here. I'm seeing open relationship sprinkled in here on this as well. But like I said, let's continue.
That were causing issues in our relationship, and we were just not able to take the time to figure out, or not even figure out, but work on what those problems were, because we were so busy doing everything else. And so for me in my house, that looked like literally taking a step back and going forth with the divorce, because I wanted there to be a clear separation between him and I. I did not want there to still be this thing dangling over our head.
All it is paperwork at the end of the day, guys, is what this divorce thing is. That's what is just crazy to me. Why can't they just tell each other they're divorced? Okay, instead of going and signing the paperwork and putting everyone else in your life, in your business, putting the state in your business. That makes no sense. So you mean to tell me that you had to get it done? See, that's what she's not telling the whole story, guys. The picture's not being painted correctly here. There's no way you're gonna get a divorce verbatim, okay, for what she's saying, for the reasons what she's saying right now. That's why it's an unpopular opinion, because she's not telling us everything. She's leaving things out. She's not fooling anyone here. Okay, somebody wanted their cheeks clapped besides their husband doing that job. There's something else behind this. Okay, let's continue.
This other responsibility of being married that would keep us from truly identifying the things that we needed to do for ourselves, instead of always thinking in the mindset of us being this couple and what we needed to do for each other, if that makes sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense at all, but hey, I'm sure you will enlighten us on said subject, so I guess I'll let you continue with that being said.
And it's been about 6 months since him and I have been separated physically in my own apartment, and him in the main house, I like to call it.
That tells me a lot right there. It tells me a lot right there. Why, number one, when you got divorced, you moved into an apartment and you let him have the house? It's very strange. That's very strange. Now I'm you know what I'm guessing, if they have kids, I'm guessing the kids are going to be staying at the main house and not the apartment, guys. Okay. And I'm also guessing that, like I said before, I look at this as someone wanted to divorce because they wanted to get their cheeks clapped, and they didn't mind going away from the husband and the house, getting their own apartment so they can have people come in and clap her cheeks into the night. I'm telling you right now, guys, you can't make this up. I saw it, and I saw it early. Let's continue.
And but I just wanted to share that because sometimes we're told that we have to stay in a certain situation and just work it out as we are in it. But I'm telling you that sometimes it's hard to do that when you're actively in the problem. So do what's going to work best for you. I'm telling you this, the discovery that I've made for just myself and for him as well, going to therapy and just working on those inner issues that end up ultimately affecting our relationship has been such a blessing in disguise.
There's no way that this is a blessing in disguise, guys. And then she has the audacity to say therapy. Therapy is supposed to be used. Well, this is my opinion. I'm not saying therapy can't be used outside of marriage, but it should be used to keep the marriage together. Okay. If you want to go separate therapy and all that for your own situations and things of that nature, that's fine as well. But guys, on paper, this looks atrocious. Okay. They are divorced. She moved out. She's staying in an apartment. Okay. They're physically separated. And she claims she will still spin the block for this man and all that. So he may still be clapping those cheeks periodically, but that does not mean anyone else is not clapping them as well. I think that's what's happening here. I think she wanted this. I think she initiated this, and she's living her life now. Okay. She gets to get her divorce. She gets to bow out. She still gets to have access to her husband, her kids, and things of that nature. Plus, she gets to have other people come in and clap her cheeks when needed. All right. That's what I'm seeing from here. And a lot of people aren't going to even notice that. A lot of people aren't even listening. But I'm telling you now, guys, I can look at a scenario and situation and I pay attention to detail. Just follow the breadcrumbs. Follow everything you see, and it will tell you everything you need to know. Let's finish this up.
And even though this was not the decision that I thought we would eventually make to get us to where we are now, this was the best decision for me to make for where we are now.
And you just heard it. You just heard it there, guys. She just literally said the best decision for her to make. See, he didn't make this decision. He was not trying to make this decision. In his mind, he was good where he was at. They had a nice home. They had a family, kids, everything in that nature. She, upon thinking or whatever she was doing, decided to say, you know what? I need to be divorced. I need to not be in the same house because I need my cheeks clapped. That's just the real reality. She wanted someone else. She may have been having an affair. Who knows, guys? But apparently she didn't want to be with him. Who in their right mind would be married, okay, and suggest something like this? Okay, that's just like me telling my wife, you know what? I think we should divorce. I'm going to go out and get my own spot. Hey, you keep the crib. I'm going to get my own spot. And I just think it's better this way, right? Away from my kids. You know, we're not living in the same roof anymore. None of that. But I just think it's better that way. And it's just been so much better since then. It's a goddamn lie, guys. I would love to see what the husband or ex-husband had to say about this. Okay. And like I said before, when people are doing this and people are spitting this stuff out here on social media, they're only doing it for themselves. Okay. This is a very selfish move, guys. She's doing it to make herself feel better. She's not talking to you, the audience. She's talking to herself. Yeah, that's what she's doing. All right. She's trying to make herself feel better about the decisions she made, which in reality will come back to bite her in the ass in the end. I promise you, I can guarantee you that. But right now, she's trying to convince herself that whatever she did was the right thing to do. OK, and I guarantee you, if you heard from the husband or the ex-husband, you would not be getting the same energy from what she's spewing right now, guys. That's all this is. She's making herself feel better from her decisions. OK, if my wife came and said anything close to what she was trying to do, guys, no, it's a wrap. It's not. I'm telling you guys right now. OK, and of course, we can't hear from him. We don't know who this guy is. And of course, she's going to tell us her story, her side. And like I said, if you read between the lines, you will know what's actually going on. This is ridiculous. This is trash is what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at a piece of garbage on my screen. But let's continue.
So make sure that you're doing what works for you, your family, and the goals and the lifestyle that you want going forward in your life. It doesn't all need to look the same, and you don't have to stay together in order to work on things for your relationship.
And that's going to do it, guys. I want to thank everybody for coming out, watching. And if you like the content, please consider liking and subscribing. And I will see you guys in the next video.